Karibu sana, my people. It's your favorite host, Tracy M, here at Key Africa Studios for another episode of On the Record podcast. This is the show where we spotlight the bold returnees, visionary entrepreneurs, and the change makers shaping a new Africa. Now today I am joined with your favorite villain, the man of truth, the man who says what we're thinking, but we don't want to say it out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Duncan with me today. Duncan?
What's up, Tracy? How you doing?
He's back, guys. You wanted him, so he's back, okay?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
All the way from Atlanta.
Oh, for goodness sake. Which Atlanta is this?
Via Nairobi, Kenya. Atlanta, Georgia. Yes.
Wow. How long did it take you to get here?
Man, I was just... Okay, you know the traffic in this country. You know the traffic in the African countries, you know? Yeah, I mean it's real.
Yeah,
a lot of people out here. I don't know, you were surprised though.
I'm surprised you were late, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, you know, I always keep time.
Yeah.
But when you are surrounded, when you are in an environment whereby people getting late is not a problem with them, you know, sometimes you find yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, apologize for that, you know what I mean?
It's okay.
Yeah.
We accept your apology. And I'm sure you have a lot more to apologize.
You know what? When you told me we are going to be on set with you,
yeah,
it was like a coincidence because I was watching an Idris Elba movie and Pierre, is it Aaron Pierre?
Aaron Pierre.
And when I was coming through, when I was walking over here in the elevator, I was listening to Stormzy and what's this other guy? Central C. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So guys,
I'm just trying to familiarize myself with your accent, with your Scottish accent. Yeah.
So guys, one thing that Fidel always does, he likes to remind me of Black British people, famous Black British people, to try and familiarize, as you said, isn't it?
The first time I had a first English song, rap song, it was Stormzy. You know?
Shout out Stormzy.
And I couldn't figure out what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Until I sat down and I was like, okay, so you guys like the T is always silent, something like that.
Not always.
Yeah.
It's water.
But I love the accent though. I see Americans love the accent. You know? Americans love the accent. I see how you people are going crazy for Idris Elba in the Hollywood.
I like the Kenyan
crazy.
accent. I think the Kenyan accent is lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely, but whenever I hear that accent, especially when I'm in a foreign country, damn, it's always like one time, something like that, you know? Yeah, so what's up? What's up today?
So, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
I always have a great conversation with you.
Yeah.
I think I enjoy our conversations a lot because you always bring a different perspective,
Right.
which is educational, which is enlightening.
Yeah.
And I think today, I want to know, first of all, what are your thoughts on protesting?
Well, protesting is one of the democratic rights of a citizen in a democratic country.
Yeah.
Or rather, right here in Africa, the countries that you see that really, really embrace protests, these are countries that have matured to a certain level. Yeah. I'm talking about Nigeria. I'm talking about South Africa. I'm talking about Kenya. I'm talking about Togo. I mean, recently it was Togo.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, specifically, those are the countries, those are like the three giants of Africa. I could say giants, I don't know. But in the sub-Saharan Africa,
Side.
because you see countries like Tunisia, I don't really consider them as Africans country.
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah. But that is why every time when I talk about Africa, I always refer to the sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. Because I feel like the problems of the sub-Saharan Africans, we really much relate with them, because even when you look at the northern African countries, they're like, sometimes they don't identify as Africans. They identify with the Middle Easterns, you know? So that is why I always emphasize so much on the sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah.
So in light of everything that has been happening within Kenya, so what I've seen anyway, I can only say what I've seen.
Yeah.
Kenyans are very resilient. You guys have a strong force to you in terms of you will fight.
Yeah.
And when I say fight, you are fighting through and through.
Yeah.
And I come from a background where our protests are very different. And I think we had this conversation last time where, I will walk to Parliament with my placard, the king must go, the king must go, the king must go. And it's fine. It's a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Nothing comes from it as usual. However, we've gone, we've made our presence known, and that's the end. Police are there.
Yeah.
Police are present. And, sometimes get a little quick selfie or you make a joke. Ha, 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 yeah. All right. Take care, guys. Yeah, take care. And that's it, It's nice and peaceful.
Yeah.
Now, what I've seen here is very different.
Yeah.
In the UK, I didn't take part in majority of the protests. I won't stand here and think I did. I never did.
Yeah.
I believe in different kind of actions, but I do think it's necessary.
Yeah.
So here in Kenya, I have not partaken in the protests because I'm a foreigner. I'm not trying to get killed.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
And ideally, it is not just a protest. It's actually like life or death. I feel like protesting here is life or death.
So what you need to understand, Tracy, is that you've seen like this is a different kind of protest. We've always had peaceful protests. Okay. When we have all these workers, laborers coming out, especially the doctors, they protest in a very peaceful way, the way you do in the UK, that is their idyllic way of protesting. You get me now? But I want you to understand that this is the different kind of protest in Kenya. Why? Because when we do it like the way doctors do it, or rather the way you guys do it in the UK, going with those black hairs, saying all these things.
T-shirts.
Like, Now, I want you to understand the kind of leaders that we have. You ever heard of that Bible story about Pharaoh?
No.
About, you're not a Christian?
I am a Christian.
Yeah, you never read when Pharaoh captured the people, or rather enslaved the people of Israel. He sent God like he came to him and told him, "Hey, I want you to release my people."
Okay.
And he did not do
Pharaoh.
that.
Sorry, you said Pharaoh. I said who's Pharaoh?
Pharaoh. Different
Got
English
you.
accent, like I said.
I told you I love the Kenyan accent.
Yeah. So and God, like, this guy was so hard-headed, yeah. And he sends
Moses.
He sent all these plagues, but the guy is still held on to us.
doing
Now that is the kind of leaders that we have.
Agreed.
They assume us. You get me now? That until blood is shed down, which is not our intention, until we get to go through there and show them that we are serious. Okay? This is going down. As a matter of fact, we're going to try as much as possible, because I remember the 25th of June, 2024. I don't know if you were there.
No,
Were you in the country?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've seen.
I wish you could have been in the country. I was there.
I heard about it.
Oh, it almost feel like a coup. Yeah. So that is the reason as to why you see we go hard on this one, okay? And we have reached to a point whereby the water cannons, the tear gas is nothing, We are like numb to all that, okay? When you talk about bullets. And somebody else, the first daughter of the president, he made a statement and said, this is peer pressure. No, it's not peer pressure when you see people dying in the streets. Let me ask you something. Would you feel pressured by a group of people of your peers to go out there and protest if you know that you're going to die? And maybe you know a lot of people have died on the way. You know that, right? Did you watch that BBC documentary?
I saw it.
There's so many people died there, and that is just the number that we see is documented.
You're given.
There's so many people that die every day. We got so many people who are abducted. I want you to understand that the spirit of Kenyans, a lot of people come over here and they say, Kenyans are so nice, so nice. The hospital, but I want you to understand that we are one kind of people that don't really like take nonsense.
You don't piss off
the moment, like, we really do tolerate it, but when it gets to a point whereby we're not feeling you right now, we're going to do it. Like, that's the spirit in us.
I heard what you did to the Chinese when they had their own little setup.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stories that I'm like, you know what? One thing not to do is piss off a Kenyan.
Yeah.
Because when they mean it, they mean it. And I mean, I understand I'm for protests.
Yeah.
Even as it stands right now. And
Yeah.
this is not me inciting violence, but I do believe in the saying that if you don't hear, you must feel.
Yeah.
And I think my problem is the fact that these protests don't turn violent until the police do something to incite and to aggravate people. Because I honestly believe if it was down to protesting properly, Gen Z would have a boombox and have a great time. You guys would be out. It would be a vibe. It would just be solidarity. We're all here. You see us, you hear us. That's it. But because there is this military presence, you make it a thing that's bigger than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So then, of course, naturally, I'm just going to shout in your face and say, what you're doing is wrong. You push me. That starts something.
If you watch keenly,
Yeah.
when the protests are going on, that is the plan with the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
And people come out and say, hey, that is not us destroying the properties, you know? It's very clear. And I want you to understand something, Tracy. We are in an era whereby people are woke right now. It has never always been like this. And that is why the president is complaining. He's saying, guys, we've had presidents before me. You guys are not doing this.
Yeah.
Why is it that you're doing it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds unfair, but he thought like he's going to do things his own way. That's the problem now. But I want you to know, when you watch the protests keenly, the Gen Zs are very peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's not only the Gen Zs. We have millennials and other
boomers.
generations who are coming to join them. Right? And you look at them, they are peaceful. But what the police come to do, they first initiate the violence. They throw tear gas. Yeah? Let me ask you something. If you know very well that we are coming for a peaceful protest, why do you come with water cannons?
I don't get that.
Why do you come with those lorries? Why do you come armed with bullets, live bullets? Why? Why would you do that? Okay? Because they have sent people there to ruin the reputation of these protesters. You understand me now? Because the thing is, that is the truth. These young people are coming out there to address the things that are ongoing. Okay? And that is why, you see, we have a regime that does not want to face the truth. And I said, when you asked me, when I was telling you about the democracy in this continent, I told you, protest only happens to only a few African countries that are democratic to a certain level. Okay? In Kenya, this is the biggest democracy in Eastern and Central Africa. Okay? But we are not yet there. We were yet there. But we are not yet there. Okay? So and we are to blame for ourselves because we voted for him. Yeah.
I think it's important to highlight that because at the end of the day, this is the game of politics. You naturally are fed these stories, these narratives. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I will make sure we will all be working, unemployment. And you think, do you know what? That's the guy. And of course, I had this conversation this morning that if I made it into power, corruption is always going to happen. Like, Fidel, if I make it into power, I'm going to give you a little slice, you know.
Exactly.
That's in its own terms, that is corruption. But in my mind, you're my boy, innit? Like, we've been through this struggle together. You're now Minister of Education. No, Minister of Tourism. Minister of Property. Your niche. You've got all the tenders. You've got everything that's needed. My guy, I've got you. And we're good. We're rolling. It's inevitable. It will always happen. But my distaste is in the fact that as a people, as a community, we still have not recognized that protesting sometimes actually doesn't do anything. Let's be honest. It doesn't hit where it's supposed to hurt. The best way to hit people is money. Now, if you're protesting and you're going to be, end up looting all these buildings, damage, it's not damaging the right people economically. So, 2 weeks ago, before the Saba one, the one before that, everybody was like, the Albert Ojwang one. Everyone was like, do not use Safaricom. Make sure you do not connect, you do not do.
Exactly.
I didn't go out because I'm a baby girl and I'm not ready for that fight yet. I need my citizenship before I start fighting. So until then, I play the game and I'm not going to go outside. But what I will do is stay in my house. I will not use my Wi-Fi. I will switch off my phone. I might record a video, but I'll switch off my phone, switch off my Wi-Fi because I use Safaricom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to hit them with the money. Yeah. Of course, people will say it makes no difference because you've already paid for the month. You know. But no, sometimes these other actions, if you hit governments economically and all these businesses, it has much more of an impact. Yeah. This morning, I was talking to the taxi driver I was with, and he told me about the protests they did for Uber and Bolt. Yeah. And he said, you know what, Tracy? Nothing's changed. The commission is still 25%. Yeah. Everything is. All they taught us was, we don't need your protest. You mean nothing to us. You need us more than we need you. Yeah. And so, you know, you go back to the drawing board and you think, how are we gonna get these guys to understand? Exactly. And that's where I'm like, money. Stop using Uber. Find somebody who makes their own app, who makes their own, that we start using and capitalizing. We spread it amongst ourselves. Yeah. And the money's gone from Uber. So now Uber will do what? Oh, we've lowered our tariffs. We'll only take 10%, guys. Oh, is that so? Okay.
So that was like the Uber alone.
That was just Uber.
But you understand that like there are other apps.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure.
Like there's the Bolt app, which is a little cheaper compared to Uber.
Very true. Yeah. There are options. However, if you look at Bolt and Uber, they are the big guys in that industry. Yeah. And so my thing is, go away from the big guys. Start pushing the little guys. Was it little cab or something? There's another one.
Yeah, there's a little
Start
cab.
pushing that. If you push it, if you created your own app, Duncan, the moment you tell me, I'm going to make sure. I will tell the drivers. I've been doing a series on my TikTok with my taxi drivers. I always take their numbers. I have conversations with them. I'll tell them, guys, you need to switch to this app. Let's get you on this app. At least you know that you've got a client in me who will always say, oh, uncle, can you pick me? And that's something. Yeah. And that's how you work as a solid unit. Because I think we don't unite sometimes. Okay. We'll unite for a protest. Cool. That's done. Tomorrow, we're all back to normal. We're back to work.
I know.
It's done. What has it done? It's killed people.
Yeah. But let me tell you something, Tracy. If I want you to see the difference that has come with these young people protesting. Okay. There has been so much change right now. Maybe we have not yet like achieved the ultimate thing that we wanted to achieve. Okay. But I want you to see way before 25th of June, 2024, we had all these, we had reached to a point whereby these leaders, they were flaunting money everywhere, dishing out cash everywhere. Yeah. And it's like rubbing it into our own faces.
Oh yeah, of course.
They reached that point, okay? Yeah. And the youth were angry. They reached to a point whereby we can see that this is clear. You guys are trying to do a deal with a company that is not that wants to renovate the airport, but it's known they are Danis. They are known they are corrupt. They were banned in the US, okay. And they wanted to do it with them. And until that case, it was proven that And let me tell you something. Do not joke around with the young people of this country. Because way before the US made these guys be known as criminals, the young people in this country, they made it happen to all the Kenyans. Good. Okay? And they said, Adani is a bad deal. Yeah. All these other things, all these shoddy deals, you see all these, the housing project, to benefit them. And it's very clear. Okay? Yeah. And I think the president, this is what I want to say. The president of Kenya became the president at the wrong time. I pity him.
Fair enough.
I pity him because people right now are much more woke. Yeah. People right now are much more enlightened. Yeah. And there's nothing he can do about it. He just have to listen to us. Yeah. And another thing, let me tell you something with our president. I can see it in him. He's very passionate about transforming the country, but he wants to do it on his own way and on terms. We don't have a problem with that, but the problem is friendship. We have all these people who funded for your campaigns. We have all these people who stood by you, and these people are so corrupt. Let me tell you something, Tracy. Friendship is the biggest currency. Okay? Yeah. Because friendship is the currency that can earn you anything you want, but again, you can get away with anything. Okay? If you choose me to be in your cabinet, because simply I was there for you from day one, I am not competent. That is something that we should
At
not
all.
be discussing.
At all.
I should leave the office.
Yeah.
Or give me a job somewhere that I know I can handle.
Yeah.
But you can't give somebody a job. This person, you've been taking this one cabinet secretary from one ministry to another simply because he is incompetent.
Yeah.
And that is very clear. All these people on your cabinet, they are all your friends. They either supported you or they are your friends.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That is the biggest problem. Oh, I take this one. I do I practice nepotism, maybe some corruption somewhere, some surety deals.
Yeah.
You're not gonna feel like you're gonna have to question me. And that is why the president never really addresses the problem with his friends that he has put there. Okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna be sued for this, or maybe they're going to kidnap me for this one. But I've seen somebody just came out and said the president gives out jobs to women that he has slept with.
Oh gosh.
Okay? Yeah. And that is a problem. If you see a woman who is a nominated senator coming out and maybe doing some middle finger on the screen and coming out and said, you guys cannot do anything. And another one coming out and said, everything that you protested for in 2024, June 25th, that you died for, we made it pass. The bills that you guys were protesting about and rejecting, we made it pass. Rubbing it into our own faces.
So,
Corruption at its level.
So, I have two different mindsets because I will always fight for women. Not every battle. Some I don't want to engage.
I think, Trace, you should know something. In this administration, we have the most useless leaders. All they do is shake their asses. Okay? And this, let me tell you something. You can go online and check it out. Okay? All they do is shake their asses. All they do is travel the world. All they do is, there's another one who gave birth.
Okay.
She was a governor of Nakuru.
Yeah.
She's a governor in Nakuru.
What's wrong
But
with giving birth?
She gave birth in the US. She left the country.
Okay, fair
She left the country for 6 months.
Yeah.
She was not in the office. Okay? And people were trying to ask. And let me tell you something. Nakuru
I can't
County.
defend you, sis. Sorry.
Yeah, Nakuru County was way much better. Lee Kenyanju was doing a very good job. Okay? Until she came through. She's doing nothing. Now she also got to do is have sex and go. Okay. It's not good,
Sis,
man.
I can't defend you on going to the US because really and truly,
she stayed in Texas for 6 months. And mind you what? You know why she did that? So that she can have the kids have a dual citizenship, because she has a dual citizenship over there. So she feels like it's better for me now to go over there and give birth over there so that my kids can earn the US citizenship. And another thing, tracing. You know what she came out and said? The nurses and the doctors are my juniors. I don't want them to see my punani.
Oh, no, that's not nice.
Huh?
They're professionals.
I mean, like, what's the difference? Is there any difference between one vagina and
It doesn't
another
matter.
one?
Yeah.
They're all the same. The vaginas are all the same, right? Is there a vagina from the UK and another one from the US? They're all the same. Yeah? So you cannot disrespect our men and women in the uniform.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And on that one, I will not defend her because...
And all this impunity that is from the top to the bottom is everything that we are trying to resist and we don't like about this regime.
So I have two things I want to say to that. One, you mentioned the corruption as, and I think this would be a great topic for us to do another day. Corruption within friendship.
Yeah.
Why is it so different when it's hood mentality? Because in hood mentality, if I'm Stormzy, I've made it now. What am I going to do? I'm taking my boys out the hood. So you know what, Fadil, you are going to be my tour manager. You have no right to be a tour manager. You have no idea the money that you're supposed to. But because you're my guy, I'm putting you through. Why is it okay when it's hood mentality, but when it's up to the ranks of corruption? Because let's not get it twisted. White people do the same.
No.
The Western countries do the same. The only way they get around it is the fact that a lot of these people are already MPs. They've been in circulation for a while. So naturally, it's easy for me to then just pull you and be like, because you supported me, by the way, your town, your leader, your whatever, they push me through. So it's still the same thing. That's number one. Number two, ladies. Now, this supposed allegation of perhaps, the president engaging with women, sexual favors, etc. I want to stay away from that because I feel like when it's women, our value is always sex. Why is it that you always believe and think that our bodies just constitute to sex? So the only reason I've got into power is because I slept with someone. It's not every day I slept with someone. Maybe somebody sees me for the way my mind thinks. Unfortunately, I know you'll probably say, oh, we're men. No, but maybe they have a different understanding. Maybe she's blackmailing him about something else. It could not be about sex or whatever. Maybe there's something deeper. And then you say that, oh, these women,
I
they're
wish-
hang on. You say these women are there shaking their asses, they're traveling, they're doing this. Is that not what you guys do? You don't shake your asses, but you shake your willies. You shake your willies in all these other women that you travel to all these embassies and whatnot doing stuff. You're doing the same thing. So don't come and tell me that because I was busy twerking, not that I'm advocating for it, guys. It's your bodies, do what you want. I can't tell you what not to do. But the metrics are the same. The measurement is the same. Let's not try and make it a thing of like, oh, women bodies, men bodies. Children, how many children out there that he probably has in the US, he's got in China, there's women. You're telling
There's
me when
nothing
these
wrong with
guys
having kids.
when these guys go to those clubhouses and they're smoking their cigars and engaging with this ambassador. 2 weeks ago, the Nigerians came here to learn from Kenya, did they not? And what did I find myself saying? I need to go where they are because I know, yeah, the Nigerians come with money. I'm going to find myself an orga because that's what happens in politics. Politicians, you are going to enjoy the luxuries of the money that is endless. And so when these women are shaking their asses and no, don't come and point at them when you haven't pointed at your own yet.
Okay, Tracy, I need to explain this to you.
Yeah.
You need to understand something.
Yeah.
That when you become a leader, it's not about just being a leader and working as a leader. It comes with a lot of your image.
Yeah.
What do you portray out there? Because what is leadership, Tracy? Tracy, leadership is leading. And the only way you can lead people is by show people the right way to go.
Yeah.
Remember when Mandela came out and said, we are the leaders of these people. We don't have to, sometimes we have to listen to them, but we have to be sensitive.
Yeah.
And, like we have to come up with ideas that I know it's not going to be easy at that moment. We know it's not going to be a walk in the park, but
We'll build on it.
But because we are the leaders, we're showing them the way,
Definitely.
right? As a leader, you should never portray something negative. When you shake your ass and you're showing all these girls on the internet, shaking is okay. Shaking is what got me here. It's not about excellence. It's not about the brains. It's not about my excellence at work. Okay? What are you really portraying out there? How about you get yourself that freak, okay? In the bedroom, hide it. We don't want to see it in the internet. Okay? Go and do your nasty stuff in the hidings, okay? But don't show it. Because we are trying to build a nation. We're trying to build a continent. We're trying to create a nation, a people that is creative.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I pity our African continent because all they do, the girls, the young men in this continent right now, all they know is dancing. Dancing, especially the ladies. All she does is wear a mini skirt and stand in front of a camera, show it off to people so that she can get all the likes, can get all the attention, and get all the gifts on TikTok. Okay? While we have people in China, okay, who are really innovating. So it's about showing young people, and we have people who deserve it more.
Definitely.
We have young women who are out here who are really doing some things and they're really gaining their respect. Come on, and this is why I always say this. The Western culture that was brought to us was good. And at the same time, it's like we did not figure out on how to control the culture.
Yeah.
Because right now, if I look at the world right now, the most explicit places I can ever say all these explicit content that you meet online is African. Okay? That it's in the open. Like you see, it's in the opens. When you go to the West, you've been there. People respect their bodies and people respect themselves. Okay? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will correct you. Definitely don't respect their bodies. It's a worldwide thing. I think we live in a day and age
No.
where, Duncan, we live in a day and age where, like you say, the TikTok trends, it's not just your Gen Z, it's the American Gen Z, it's the UK Gen Z. They are just that tapped in. Like even now, this video, what are we thinking? We think back in the day, this would be great. This would be nice. You know, make it an hour. People want it to last long. But now everybody's brain is wired to the first 30 seconds. First 30 seconds, grab my attention. If you can't, swipe. And that is an epidemic on its own. It's just how the brains are now wired and how things are happening. And, you know, it's a worldwide thing. Every country still faces the same problems when it comes to women's bodies and, you know, sexual assault, etc. What I wear here will be what I wear in the UK. And it will still have the same effect wherever I go.
Yeah.
Reoccurring problem. What's the common denominator? Men. Say no more. But ideally, I do think, you know, because of time, I'll limit this combo. But ideally, I do think, yes, I hear you. I hear you on the front that as a leader, you have a role to play.
Yeah.
You have an image to portray. You are leading, and leading means follow my lead.
Yeah.
It means do what I do, not what I say, as they like to do. And ideally, with that, there should be a lot more responsibility put on our leaders. And I think it's important to acknowledge that. But at the same time, we have to always understand that the game of politics, the game of all these hierarchy places, it's a game. It's a game. They're all puppets at the end of the day. We've watched House of Cards. We've watched all these shows. Because I dropped 20K to sponsor you, 20 million to sponsor you, you now have to dance to my tune.
The Africans, they could take it too far.
I don't think it's just Africans. Me and you always fight about
No.
this.
It's
not
about,
just
it's about,
Africans.
when I say you take it too far as Africans, I'm talking about the resources, the taxes. You don't see it where it's going because you can see clearly in other parts of the world, you see, they are more developed.
But you know what?
They have hospitals, they have all the roads in the world. But you look at us here, we are living in poverty.
I'm going to make us have another conversation because I think I'm going to have to look into UK bills and especially the COVID one. I think that one opened a lot of people's eyes.
You don't have shacks over there, do you?
I think that opened a lot of eyes to kind of understand the fact that when it comes to money laundering or corruption within the West compared to Africa, it's very different. They know the ways around it.
Exactly.
Whereas our African leaders do not. They are just, oh, okay, my laundry is going to cost 200 million. That's that. And it's passed. And it's like, no. There's a way of doing it. You don't just...
Tracy, before we finish,
Yeah.
If you're a leader and I give you like 100 million to construct a hospital over there, you know, as an African leader, corrupt one, because we have good ones, they've been able to do a lot and good things for our people. But as a corrupt one, you will take half of that and then build something that is not even close to the value of that money.
Yeah.
Take it all up to yourself. And that hospital maybe was going to have so many facilities. And, you know, you cause more problems instead of solving a problem.
Definitely.
You get me now?
Definitely.
And that is what we are trying to fight. Kenya right now, we are 2025. I said before, it's more than 50 years since we got our independence. Most of the African nations, we are not where we are supposed to be. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be fooled by Odemaya. Odemaya is coming here, going all over Africa, saying this is what they don't show us in the media about Africa. What is there to show in Africa? What is there? And let me tell you something. Do not be afraid of dying. Go out there and protest. We are not afraid of anything. If we are going to change this continent, we are going to.
Yeah.
Because at the start of Africa, during that conference, there was a conference in Addis Ababa, whereby we had an agreement. We are going to have a continent, whereby we are not going to have borders. We are going to trade within each other.
Yes.
I'm talking now as an economist. Trade within each other, okay? Open the borders.
Yeah.
That one will make it very easy. Why do I need a visa to go to Tanzania?
Yeah.
Do you need a visa to go to France?
No.
in the UK?
Oh, now we do because we're out of the EU.
Yeah, but let's say now you guys
Yeah.
are coming back to
But
the
you
UK.
don't. Yeah, you can just go.
Yeah?
It's fine.
You just go, right? That is why Europe is so great.
Yeah. It's
We need to do that here. But whenever we say we have North Africans, we don't even see us as Africans, okay? We can always say, now Sub-Saharans, let's do this. And that is called divide and rule. Since we are all divided, and let me tell you something, Africa is one. Because when you look at Kenya, there are tribes in Tanzania and they're in Kenya. We have Somalis in Somalia and they're also in Kenya. We have Maasai in Tanzania and they're also in Kenya. We have Teso in Uganda and they're also in Kenya. We have Baranas in the north of Kenya. They are in Ethiopia.
okay.
The most central town in Kenya is a Somali town. Okay, when these colonialists came over to Africa, they divided us. They did not consider that.
Yeah.
But Africa, we are one. That's all I have to say.
Definitely.
Let's keep on protesting. Let's not give up. We have to keep on showing these leaders and telling them that they are wrong. Let's keep on correcting them. They are not going to kill all of us, are they?
No.
No. Yes, and we start with Kenya. Kenya succeeds, the whole of East Africa and Central Africa succeeds.
Thank you so much for that,
Yes.
Duncan. It's always a great conversation with you. And I know we have so many more.
We have so much, man.
We have so many more because honestly, you've touched on things that I know I'm like, pause, rewind, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you for taking the time to come and have a conversation with me. Guys, please feel free to subscribe, to comment. Please let me know. Do you agree with Fidel when he is talking about, these ladies shaking their asses? Or do you believe that, like I say, make Africa great again? And others argue, was it ever great? We have so much more to do. Engage with us. Let us know your thoughts, and we will be sure to bring you another episode of On the Record podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.